Hey everybody, little subject that I'm going to talk about tonight or this evening. Uh, Immigrants. I love my brothers and sisters that are from different places. I really love the people that are actually from Colorado. I met some people that I thought were Mexicans. No. Well, they are. A lot of people put that on them, but they're indigenous. They're actual Native Americans. Sorry, not Native Americans, indigenous people that were here before America was America. I don't know what happened to the strong community that was here in Colorado in the Front Range and up and down Federal Boulevard. It's changed. The culture, some of it has survived, but it's not the good people that I remember. There's still pockets of it, and I go to Federal and I give them my business because I know they're working hard. I know that they're supporting their families. That many of them will be working and their kids are right there with them because they can't afford babysitters and all the shit that white people can. My first job in television, because I went to school for it, I had to drop out of school because I couldn't afford to not work and work internships for free. I worked a summer of doing concrete with a whole Mexican crew. Guess who was the slowest and not very good at it? I learned a lesson. Mexicans, Latin Americans, people that aren't from here originally or are actually from here way before America was America or Colorado was Colorado, they bust their ass. They've built the infrastructure of this place. They built it. They built our parks, our houses. They're doing steel work now because white people don't want to do that either. My first job, like I was saying, in television was Canal 59 in Denver, Telemundo. That's right. I worked for Telemundo. It was a small house that they converted into a television station, and they had a giant antenna in the back, a transformer. They would bounce it off of the Front Range and broadcast it that way. It was low tech, but I busted my butt at that job. I got paid $6 an hour. Yeah, $6 an hour in television. And I got paid $6.50 when I cleaned the place at night when we went to Shop at Home. The Shop at Home network would go and it was a straight feed. I didn't have to do much except for turn it on, let it run for 2 hours, and I cleaned the place at night. I worked cleaning offices. I worked at Telemundo. I did camera work for them when we would do like the football things for Broncos at a local bar. People treated me well, even though I barely spoke any Spanish. I learned a little bit, and I learned to be respectful of people because in high school and junior high, I had some friends that were so cool to me. Cooler than my white friends. People would say, oh, this person's lazy or that person's gonna steal. I went and just talked to people. I wanted to find out if they really were that way. And I learned that stereotypes are absolutely wrong. You can stereotype anybody and make it stick. Mexicans and Latin Americans, wherever you're from and you're here, I love you. I respect you. You do the jobs that we don't want to do. You feed us our food. You do all the jobs that white people don't do anymore or rich people don't do. Colorado's full of rich people now. Guess who's doing all the work? Immigrants. The problem is that the rich people, they don't know the history. They think America's been great from the get-go. Talk to a Native American. Not Native American, I'm sorry, that's insulting. An indigenous people. people that you call Mexican. They were here before Colorado was Colorado. This was their home. They've done so much work for this country, and we treat them like shit, and white people like me go, this country's great. Really? When we first came here and we started getting industry and spreading all over the United States, we were killing people by the thousands. We tried to convert them into a religion and then tell them, you need to kill your friends because they're not our religion. Buffalo used to roam all over the United States. It was indigenous people's food. It was their clothing. It was their tents. It was everything that they needed to sustain themselves. When we couldn't kill them off, we killed off the buffalo. Didn't learn that in school, did you? We did. We wiped out people, I'm guessing, probably by the millions. And then when we couldn't do it there, we enslaved black people to do our bidding. We have a deep history that's fucked up that we've never dealt with. I remember in high school, I got so much shit for being white. And guess what? When I learned some history, I understood why. And when people go, oh, that was my family's family. Why do I have to suffer? Because you repeated it. You didn't even talk about it. You didn't even think that there was anything wrong with you being in the place where they should be. People come here for an opportunity. Even my family came here for an opportunity from Europe, from Great Britain, from Canada, Russia, Poland, Germany. I'm an immigrant too. I'm 3 generations immigrant, 4 generations, but still, I know my history. I wasn't here before the Mexican culture, or indigenous people, or black people. I get to reap the rewards over their hard work, their willingness to keep their communities together and work through whatever they had to do. Many of them died. People's family went by the wayside, and they still sent money back home, or they stayed and they did the jobs that white people wouldn't do. My mom picked watermelons, okay? She's white. Don't forget where you came from and just think that, oh, these people are bad. Well, we need to lock them up, and they're the reason why they're voting and they're taking our Social Security. No, they're not. Poor people, disabled people, and immigrants right now are getting their asses handed to them. Then we're replacing them with people from other states and other places that do a shitty job. Rich people. Not a fan. Even if you're very rich and you're well-to-do, but you're a good person. Sure. Yep. Everything that you have in this state is off the backs of people that busted their ass. I got almost a 20-year career because Telemundo, Canal 59 in Denver, gave me a job. I worked with Mexicans doing concrete work, pouring concrete, setting up forms, breaking them down. They work circles around me, and they still do. I see them everywhere, busting their ass. Have some respect for the people that do the job that you don't want to do, or the house that you live in, or the park that you go to. Don't just think you're exceptional. You're not. You got what you got off the back of the people that are poor, that have busted their ass to get to where they're at. And then what do? We make it so expensive that they have to move away from the place that they lived for generations. I love my Mexican brothers and sisters and my Latin brothers and sisters. Many of you know me, and you know what's in my heart. I'm not a hater. I know what's happened to them, and I will stand up for them. What we're doing to people right now is wrong. All over the world, and especially in the United States. If you're proud of 250 years of doing what we've done to immigrants, to indigenous people, to black people, learn some real history and then tell me you're so proud of it. Immigrants are what make this country great and have made it great. We need to really reconcile for what we've done. Not just dismiss it because it happened 100 years ago or 150 years ago or 15 years ago. And then politicians and people go, oh, it's better now. Really? Is it? Wake up. I am proud to be an American because of the indigenous people, because of what they did for us. What we did to them was wrong, and we haven't reconciled that. What we did to black people is exceptionally wrong. We did it to Chinese, we did it to Japanese. Anybody that doesn't look like me, we did it to. Continue to do it to. Their cultures are rich. And then we rip it off, take it as our own, and say you're great, pat them on the back, and don't pay them shit. Don't give them health care. Don't help them with anything, and then we villainize them and lock them up, throw away the key, or we get them out of the state that they built in the first place. I'm not wrong. I love other people's cultures because I know that mine came from somewhere also. Don't shit on the people that have built everything in this state and other states, and just let them be locked up and let them be thrown away for people that aren't worth the job or the things that they're doing to replace them. Colorado's fallen apart because our immigrants, I don't know what happened to them. Generations of them, that people that I knew around Denver, gone. Where'd they go? What are we doing, folks? Show some love. Care for one another. If you're in their community, bring them in, help them. Love, people. Goes a long way. And I love you, brothers and sisters, all right? I'm here for you. All immigrants. People of all different religions. Your community is my community, and I appreciate you. I want you to know that. I love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for everything that you've gone through and that you continue to go through. Know that there's one white guy out there that really appreciates it and knows that I was an immigrant and I came here after you. I love you. I'm sad by what's happening, and it really pisses me off. Thank you.